because what I would like to do is just throw up some caution signs and some warning signs around this subject. Anytime you find yourself, and this applies to me, I am working on this right now. Anytime you find yourself blaming others, making other people at fault for what you are experiencing in your life, what you are doing is you are actually attacking yourself. We cannot attack anyone else. We cannot blame anyone else. We cannot harm anyone else, whether in thought or behavior or words, without also attacking and harming ourselves. So what you say about others, you say about yourself. What you say to others, you say about yourself, on top of all the abuses you already put on top of yourself. Correct? Yes. So I have actually been very, very mindful in my life of noticing, just even on social media, who and where I notice blaming and othering. And what I mean by othering is making other people different from us, less than us, lower than us, worse than us, badder than us, so to speak, in order to elevate ourselves. That there's some justification that we get to make other people less or worse in our own minds in order to make ourselves feel better, and in order to feel that the decisions we are making for ourselves are the right decisions, the best decisions, the good decisions. The reason this is dangerous is, first of all, you know that I teach the practice of staying with yourself, being who you are, where you are, learning to look inward for answers and inner wisdom, not looking outside of yourself for who and how you should be, right? But when we other people, when we make them bad so that we can be good, when we make them wrong so that we can feel right, what's really happening there is we are not owning our own decisions, and we are not owning our own choices. And we are not owning the fact that we have free will choice over our lives, free will choice and sovereignty over ourselves and our lives in every way that we decide and choose to live. And so does everybody else. You literally rob yourself of your own freedom and your own free will choice when you blame others and you make others wrong and bad. You don't need anyone who is truly owning their decisions and is on their own side doesn't feel any need to make others wrong or bad. Check that, right? So if you are making others wrong and bad so that you can feel good and right, that right there is showing that the decisions you're making might not actually be your own. Or you might be unconsciously taking in beliefs or ideas that are not yours. Own your choices, and then you don't have to put anyone else down for theirs, okay? And this can be applied to everything and everyone. There's some very obvious stuff going on, around global pandemic and that kind of thing, but then there's interpersonal stuff going on as well too. And be aware that the way you talk about others is how you talk about yourself, and that that's not the energy that we want to go into anything with, right? This is about full ownership, full ownership.